Wow.
Take your time. Hey guys, welcome back. We're finally getting around to filming part 2 of our question and answer. Sorry it took so long, but thank you for being patient. If you didn't already watch our first video, make sure to go to my YouTube because this video is a continuance of that one. So jumping right in, something we forgot to mention about the how we met question is something actually really funny. So after, Giovanni and I started working out together, that's how we met. We met at the gym and we started working out. And I remember after we've worked out for the first time, he was like, here, take down my number. Let me know if you need anything else and how you're feeling, tomorrow. And so I gave him my phone and he put in his phone number and it was the wrong phone number. So that night when I got home, I was like, I'm not going to be too forward. Let me just text him and say thanks, right? And so I was like, hey, thanks for everything. It was nice to see you. No response. So I'm like, okay, maybe he's got a side girl or something. I'll text him tomorrow. Just one more time. I'll text him tomorrow. One more time. So I go to bed. I don't say goodnight with a smiley face, nothing like that. I wake up in the morning and I'm like, what am I going to say to this man? Because he just ghosted me. So I texted him in the morning and I was like, hey, my legs are so sore. But thanks. I needed to give an update. I needed to have a reason to text you. Thanks for helping me work out and whatever. No response. So I was like, this man gave me the wrong phone number. So I did not go to the gym that day because I didn't want to run into him because I was embarrassed. So the next day I went to the gym and he's sitting in his same desk and I walked past him I don't want to say anything. And he's like, oh, hey, what's up? And I walk up to him and I'm like, hey, did you get my text messages? And he was like, no. And I'm like, that's weird. I texted you twice. And he's like, let me see. So I gave him my phone and he's like, oh, wow, I put the wrong phone number in. I was like, I'm going to go get on the treadmill. I'm still to this day, I'm not sure. Was that intentional?
Of course it was not. The number was off by one digit. So it's not like the whole number was wrong. So I mean it's it happens. I fixed it though.
Gosh, okay.
So-
The second question, what do you both do for fun?
I mean it's pretty simple for me. I work out. I read a lot about cars. I kind of do the same thing. Like right now I've kind of been into a lot of investing, just kind of trying to learn new things. I like to kind of just, learn new things pretty much. It's as simple as that. But other than that, I like to relax. I do like to work a lot, so I'm kind of I'm not going to say overwhelmingly wanting to work all the time, but I do like working.
I really enjoy playing the piano. I like making music. I like singing music. I also have owned a small photography business for 10 years now. This is my 10th year. Woo-hoo. So in my free time, I like to take pictures. It is a second passion of mine, first being Sebastian's mom. And then another question, just to piggyback on this one, because I'm trying to cut a little bit of time. Someone asked what I did before I was Sebastian's mom. And in addition to my photography, I worked for an eye surgeon. I wouldn't say it's not a passion of mine, but I like people. I'm a people person. So I liked my job. I like working with people. So,
All right, so the next question is, how do you feel about Steph sharing publicly?
About Sebastian.
I don't know if I should show you guys how she wrote Sebastian's name. It's terrible.
Go ahead.
Anyways.
Go ahead. Zoom in. Show them.
I don't know if you guys can read that. So I didn't know he had a C hidden in between there. So, all right. Well, learn something new. So
Wow.
at first I was A little bit skeptical because I don't like to really put out my business. I've kind of always been that way. But then I kind of saw kind of the positive. Like everybody was always interested in like what was going on with Sebastian, and it's I've always been the person where it's harder for me to kind of like express what's going on, because there's so much to go into. So for Steph, I see that it's a little bit easier for her to kind of like tell people and inform people. And right now, I think it's pretty cool, honestly, seeing how many people are following Sebastian and his journey. So yeah, I mean, now it's it's cool. It's like an outlet for Steph too. So
Yeah.
I think that it helps her a lot.
Yeah. Number 4. Is life easier now that Sebastian is older? That's simple. Yes. With time and age and development, things always are just easier. I wouldn't say he's more independent, but he's more open to trying to be independent. Like there's some times now where I can put him down, and he'll lay, on his boppy or whatever for a while by himself. And also the sleeping arrangement is so much better now. We finally put him in his crib, and he's on a schedule. I know everyone's kind of been wondering what's my trick with getting him to transition so quickly. To be completely honest with you, routine. It's just a routine. So every single night around the same time, he gets his normal meds, change his diaper, put his jammies on. We do snuggles if Gio makes it home before he's in bed. I swaddle him and I put him in bed. Someone did ask the other day on my Instagram if I let him cry it out. Because Sebastian is a tetralogy of Fallot baby, the cry it out method does not work for our family. Sebastian cannot cry for very long. He'll start turning blue. He doesn't already have enough oxygen in his blood, so we don't let him cry that often. But we do have a good balance of letting him self-soothe a little bit. There's that fine line. So things are definitely easier now that he's older.
I think it's like since he's gotten a lot older, I mean, I wouldn't say a lot older, but since he's gotten older, he's starting to do more like, I would say like normal baby things, I guess you can say. So it's like we can kind of have fun with him and not have to worry about anything really, because he's so consistent now. So it's like this morning, it's actually really funny because like Sebastian, he like wakes up in the middle, kind of in the morning, right?
6 o'clock.
Yeah, so he ends up like right in the middle of both of us, like in the morning. And it's just funny now, like this morning, I literally I woke up because he was screaming in bed, like he was just like having a blast.
Talking. I'll attach a video of what he's been doing lately. He literally just screams and screams, and he's like found his voice. It's so funny.
It's hilarious. I'm not gonna lie.
What are you doing down there? Really? Really? Is that right? You trying to roll over? You rolling over? Yeah. I know. Don't get frustrated. It's okay. Yeah. Don't get frustrated. You can do it. He says, Mom, don't tell me. Don't tell me what to do.
So it's like nice, you know what I mean? Like everybody wants to reach those milestones. Like he hit them just a little bit later, but it's fun. It really is. He's
really, really good right now.
So the next question, feeding tube forever.
Will he have his feeding tube forever?
Hopefully not.
Hopefully not.
Yeah.
We're working on purees right now. So his favorite things are bananas for sure. He loves avocado. He also loves avocados and bananas mixed. So new moms trying foods for their babies, try it because it's a good source of fats for him, but also potassium, which is good for them. It's actually really good. He also loves sweet potatoes. And when Gio's grandma is in town, she makes like breakfast. And one time I pureed eggs and beans and avocado. And this kid stays true to his Mexican roots because he loved that. And he also loved, what's the soup she made?
Fideo.
Yes.
Yeah. just like some fideos, like some Mexican soup. It's like,
Yes.
it's just like regular, I wouldn't even say noodles. It's just like pasta.
Yeah.
But it's just like the flavoring of it.
Oh,
He loves
so
it.
good. It's my favorite too, and I ate it a lot when I was pregnant, so that's probably why.
And I introduced him to a little bit of chocolate. I'm not going to lie.
Gio comes home from work sometimes if Sebastian's still awake. I'm trying to get him to bed, and he's in the kitchen microwaving. I'm like, what are you doing? And he comes over with a little cup with one single chocolate chip that he's melted, and he's like walking over mysteriously to Sebastian, giving him spoonful, one chocolate chip worth of chocolate. And Sebastian really loves it.
Yeah, he goes crazy. He
so
like chokes on
funny.
his saliva because he like can't handle it.
He's like, there's so much taste in my mouth. So to get back to really answering the question fully, we're hoping that he's not always going to be tube fed, but it's an unknown right now. We're gonna work forward to oral feeding, but for now, we have a good balance. How do we deal with public perception? So this question came from a mom who said that her child had just got the helmet. And she said a lot of people stare at her kid because they are wearing a helmet, which if you don't know, that's just to help the structure, to have a nice, good looking round head, which may be in the future for Sebastian, but we don't know right now. So public perception for us, so Sebastian, he has more hair, he has eyebrows, he has eyelashes. I think people notice those things, but then they also see his oxygen, and sometimes he's hooked up to his feeding tube, so people are like, what is going on here? But for us, I think for me, it's more of like, I wouldn't say that it doesn't bother me. In the beginning it did, but now it's just like, I see Sebastian, so I feel like when other people are looking, I just smile like, yep, this is him. This is my baby.
And a lot of people nowadays, like, they don't look for, I guess, the wrong reasons.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't really tell what somebody's thinking, but at the same time, like, we go out to eat and we pretty much do the same thing, like, every Friday. And, like, people love him.
There's
like,
usually people know us.
Yeah, like, I think they ask about Sebastian first before they ask how we are. So it's super cool.
Yeah.
Like, it's just different. You could tell that he's different. But I think people recognize that and they kind of like admire that.
Yeah.
Especially because I think we're a little bit younger. They know that it's harder raising a kid in general, and a special needs baby is obviously a lot harder.
Yeah.
So.
Definitely.
Yeah.
But people, I don't think I've ever had anyone ever come up to me like inappropriately or make me feel uncomfortable. People kind of
Definitely not when I'm around. So
yeah, no one really says anything.
Yeah.
I
don't know what I would do, honestly.
Ooh.
But
I would probably cry. What would you do?
I would make them cry. That's an easy one.
Okay, moving on. You could answer this one.
Do you call each other any nicknames? So I do. So
we're gonna stick to one nickname that he's called me for a while. And before I tell you what that is, one time we were in the car and I was like, where did this nickname come from? And he explained to me the story and I will never forget. Like, I still think about it. So go ahead.
And this is gonna be like a trivia question. I'm gonna wait a little bit. So I call her Misha, and it's from a certain movie. And
if you know the movie, comment below.
So I'll give you a little bit of time. Okay, that's enough time. So I love the movie Hannibal. So so there's like an episode, or not an episode, but there's like a part in the movie where Misha's about to die.
Oh my God.
So, and he's yelling her name. So it got stuck in my head, the name Misha, and I'm like, wow, what a cool name, Misha.
I'm just gonna call my wife Misha.
So I call her Misha.
After Hannibal locked her sister that he killed.
No, he didn't kill her. They chopped her up and they ate her.
Oh my,
But,
even better.
Yeah, that's
Oh my God. Yeah, I remember asking him that. I was like, wow, this is such a cute nickname. I never heard that before. And then I asked him in the car. I think we were going out on a date and I was like,
yeah, the romantic level kind of fell off at that point.
yeah, we were done. No, just kidding. All right, I think that's it. We're going to wrap it up for now. If I have requests for more questions, maybe I'll consider doing another video. I'm not sure. I don't want to overwhelm you guys with too much information about us. Look forward in the future. Sebastian has his eye appointment coming up. He also has an appointment for his ears. We're looking into getting hearing aids for him, as well as a cardiac follow-up. And after that follow-up, I just wanted to get a little bit of more information about his heart before I do a video that kind of goes in detail about all of his medical diagnosis, from his syndrome to his eyes to his ears to his heart to his brain. I'm gonna be doing a video that kind of explains all of that and gives you a better picture of his health diagnosis, what that means, and how he's doing now. So if you follow me just on Instagram, you're probably pretty up to date with how he's doing. If you follow me on YouTube, you can head over to my Instagram, or look forward to the next video. Thank you guys for your questions and for sending us love.
Thanks, guys.
Boom! I'm gonna add that. By the way, everyone keeps asking about Zeus. He's doing great. He's still here with us. I stopped posting about him a little bit just because people are so crazy about the pit bulls and the Shar-Peis breed, and I don't have time to defend his breed, so I just stopped posting about him. But he's here. He actually starts training to be Sebastian's service dog companion in March. We're doing a little bit of training at home. He's pretty stubborn, honestly, sometimes.
He's stubborn, but he's very, very smart. Like, he knows what to do. It's just a matter of him wanting to do it.
Exactly.
So he obviously he's had some sort of training before we got him. So that's what I really like about him. And he learns very quick. Yeah. So I think that he'll do awesome. I really do. And I mean, honestly, he's I've never seen him aggressive once. Yeah. Even if there's somebody that walks through the door that he has no clue who it is, he just wants to play. Yeah. He just wants love. So I mean, he surprised us a lot when we got him. Yeah. Wait. Go. Go, boy.
He's like, where to go? It's so small. Zeusy, you're a good boy.